ادع إلى سبيل ربك بالحكمة والموعظة الحسنة وجادلهم بالتي هي أحسن.
بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, inshallah today I'll be talking about the simplest way to perform Hajj, or the knowledge that you require to perform Hajj. As I was asked by someone who went to Hajj, inshallah, to do this short video for them to listen to, so at least to learn how to do it, inshallah. I'll try my best, inshallah, to simplify it as much as I can, inshallah. To start with, we need to understand there is three types of Hajj. The one Hajj called Hajj al-Ifrad, one called Hajj al-Qiran, and one called Hajj al-Tamattu'. Most of the people, they do Hajj al-Tamattu'. Hajj al-Ifrad, it's just like you only do the Hajj without the Umrah. And Hajj Qiran is where you combine the Umrah and Hajj together. Okay, and the Hajj Tamattu', when you do the Umrah first, you come out from the status from Ihram, then you re-enter into the Ihram of Hajj on the 8th of Dhul Hijjah. We will go through the Tamattu' because most of the people, they do Hajj Tamattu'. Now, when you go to do the Hajj, inshallah, bi'iznillah, when you travel, to Saudi Arabia, if you go straight to Jeddah, before you get to the miqat, okay, in the airplane you can put the ihram where you need to come out from, all the clothing that you have, and you put the izar and the rida, like the two garment that you have, the two white towel that you have, one, you sort of wrap around your waist, okay, and you cover your body from the bottom, and the one that you put on your shoulders. And for the woman to wear like any type of clothes, as long as she doesn't have gloves, and cover the face if there is no man there, like a stranger's man there, okay? Because if there are men like strangers, she need to cover the face. Now, when you do put the ihram, you come out from everything else except these two garments, okay? And you come past the miqat. At the miqat, this is where you need to start your talbiyah, need to start your intention. Now, when you put the ihram on, it's preferable to do, like ghusl, just a normal shower, and you make wudu and you put it on, okay? There is no prayer or special prayer for the ihram. So when you go to the miqat, and if you want to change, your clothes at the miqat, you can. If you want to do them in your premises, in the place, in the hotel, whatever, before you get to the miqat, you can. Okay, but when you get to the miqat, this is when you start your talbiyah, you start your intention, and the intention need to be out loud. For example, if you're doing umrah, you say labbaik Allahumma umrah. If you're doing hajj, you say labbaik Allahumma hajj. Okay, now within this talbiyah, you can add a condition to it. That condition, just in case, may Allah forbid, if anything happened on the way, an accident happened on the way, you couldn't continue the Umrah, you cannot continue the Hajj for any reason, you can put a condition in your intention when you're doing the Talbiyah to come out from the status of Ihram without sacrificing or without, slaughtering a sheep or anything, to cover up for that. For example, when you say for Umrah, you say, Labbaik Allahumma Umrah, and then you say, وَإِنْ حَبَسَنِي حَابِسْ فَمَحِلِّي حَيْثُ حَبَسْتَنِي وَإِنْ حَبَسَنِي حَابِسْ فَمَحِلِّي حَيْثُ حَبَسْتَنِي. Yani, if anything prevent me from continuing, I will come out from the state of Ihram where I am with no problem. Okay? So you start the talbiyah from the miqat. لبيك اللهم عمرة. Then you start لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك. You continue, okay, doing the talbiyah as much as you can, as long as you can, loud for the man, silent for the woman. Okay? Now, if you get tired and you stop, it's okay, it's not a problem. But it's good, like when you're coming in the bus, you do talbiyah. When you're coming out, you do talbiyah. When you're going somewhere, do talbiyah. When you pray and after pray, you do talbiyah. Okay, but if you stop, it's okay, but it's better to keep on doing. So now, you go, inshallah, going now to Mecca. when you go to Mecca and you go to the Kaaba, when you enter the mosque of the Haram, there is no special dua more than a mosque. Okay, يعني when you enter any mosque, you say Bismillah, Allahumma iftah li abwaba rahmatik. That's what it is. There is no special dua for this mosque in particular. Okay, even the Kaaba, there is no special dua for the Kaaba. Okay, so when you go into the mosque, you go straight to the Kaaba. You start from the black stone. If you can touch it, if you can kiss it, good enough. If you can touch it, it's good. If you cannot, you just raise your hand, okay, toward the Hajar al-Aswad, and you start with Bismillah, Allahu Akbar. You start your tawaf. Yani you start from the Hajar al-Aswad, starting the tawaf. This is very important to understand now. For the man to take his right shoulder off for only for the first tawaf. They call it tawaf al-qudum, or the first tawaf for the umrah. Okay, you show the right shoulder for the 7 shot. Only this tawaf. The Hajj tawaf later on, you don't need to show your shoulder, only for that. And once you finish, you cover your shoulder. When you do sa'i, you cover your shoulder. When you pray, you cover your shoulder. You only show your shoulder when you do the 7 shot, okay, of the tawaf. Now, what do you need when you do the tawaf? And that's very important, to have wudu, because remember, tawaf is like salah. It's like salah, except that we can speak in this salah. All right, so it's like salah, so you need to have wudu, and you have to do the 7 times continuously. Nothing should stop you, okay, from doing it continuously, unless if a prayer comes, if a prayer called, you pray where you are, and when you finish, you get up and resume, okay, your tawaf. Now, when you're doing the tawaf, make sure your left shoulder always toward the Kaaba. Left shoulder always toward the Kaaba. Yani when you're turning and circling around the Kaaba, your left shoulder always to there. The reason why I'm saying this, because sometimes people, when they're doing tawaf and they have a group, or they have the wife, or they have someone with them, and just say like they lost them somehow, they will be keeping doing tawaf while they turning around to see where they are. If you turn around to see where they are, that means your left shoulder is not toward the Kaaba anymore. That's not counted. You have to make sure not to turn around, okay? Make sure the left side is always toward the Kaaba, then you do the tawaf. Now, there is no specific dua to make when you're doing the tawaf, except between Rukn al-Yamani and Hajar al-Aswad. Yani the corner before Hajar al-Aswad, you say رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً وَقِنَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ. Yani you do the tawaf, you make any dua you want, you do talbiyah, you do, like, not the talbiyah, you do the takbir, okay? You do whatever dua you want, because the talbiyah stops when you start the tawaf, yeah? So when you do the tawaf, you make any dua that you want, and inshallah, if we have time, I will teach you a way, like how to do the dua. So what happened? You will do the tawaf 7 shot, and you start from Hajar al-Aswad, you finish at Hajar al-Aswad 7 times. When you finish the 7th times, then you go out from the tawaf, and you pray 2 rak'at behind Maqam Ibrahim. Okay, you pray 2 rak'at for the sake of Allah Azza wa Jal. In the first rak'ah, you recite after Al-Fatiha قُلْ يَا أَيُّهَا الْكَافِرُونَ, and in the second rak'ah, after Al-Fatiha قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. And when you finish praying, okay, I'm sure you cannot go back to touch the Hajar al-Aswad anymore. Now you go and you drink Zamzam water. Drink as much as you can. Drink until like you full from Zamzam water. Then you go to the sa'i. So you finish tawaf, now you go to the sa'i. At the sa'i, you start from as-safa, as the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, when he recited the verse, okay, Inna as-safa wal marwata min sha'airillah, he said, Abda'u bima bada'a bihi Allah. Yani I start with what Allah started with. And Allah started with as-safa. So you start from the safa to marwa. From safa to marwa, 1 shot. From marwa to safa, 2nd shot. Safa to marwa, 3rd shot. Yani going one way, that's 1 shot. A lot of people, they make mistake. They go and come back and they count it as 1 shot. No. From safa to marwa, 1. From marwa to safa, okay, 2, as you go, inshallah. This is the first part of the video, because like I want to make it short, inshallah. There will be a second part explaining in detail the dua that you make in the tawaf, and the dua that you make biiznillah at Safa or Marwa, because when you finish from Safa and Marwa, you go, you shave your hair. Once you shaved your hair, you finish your Umrah, you go inshallah have a shower and change the clothes, you take out the ihram, and you wait until the 8th of the Hijjah to put them back on, to go into the intention of doing Hajj بإذن الله تعالى. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.
قل إن صلاتي ونسكي ومحياي ومماتي لله رب العالمين